In the year 2042, America had transformed into a surveillance state, ruled by corporate giants that controlled everything from the government to the food supply. The public was fed processed, synthetic meat known as Beaker Meat, mass-produced in high-tech labs, and sold as the solution to hunger. What the people didn't know was that this so-called meat was far from ordinary. It was infused with a highly addictive substance that kept the population docile and compliant, suppressing their free will and emotions. Anyone who dared resist the government's control vanished without a trace. But in the shadows, a rebellion was growing. Captain Erika Kane, a former elite soldier turned rogue, had learned the truth about Beaker Meat the hard way. Her brother, Jackson, a promising young scientist, had been working on an antidote to reverse the effects of the meat. But before he could finish his research, he was kidnapped by Talon Corp, the corporation behind Beaker Meat. Erika tried to infiltrate their high-tech facility, but she failed. Her brother's last message, a cryptic code, was the only thing she had left for years. Erika has lived in hiding, her hatred for Talon Corp burning deep within her. She had turned her military precision and combat training into a weapon against the corporation, assembling a small group of survivors, fighters, hackers, and scientists who shared her desire for revenge. The time for revenge had come. Talon Corp's main facility, known as the Hive, was an impenetrable fortress surrounded by high-tech drones, armed guards, and automated defenses. To infiltrate it, Erika would need to rely on her army's skills, each person bringing a unique expertise. Zane, the former hacker who could breach any security system, Vera, a demolitions expert, Hector, an ex-sniper with unparalleled precision, and Elise, a brilliant former medic who had learned to fight as hard as she healed. Together, they devised a daring plan. The ultimate goal was to destroy the facility and rescue Jackson, if he was still alive, and expose the truth behind Beaker Meat. To the world, the mission would require military precision, a high-speed assault under the cover of night, striking from multiple angles to confuse and overwhelm the enemy. Zane would disable the Hive's central security, giving them a short window to break in. Vera would plant explosives around key infrastructure, ensuring the facility's total collapse. Hector would take out the high-value targets from a distance, keeping the soldiers at bay. And Erika? She was going straight to the heart of the operation. Talon Corp's CEO, Alexander Drake, the man who had orchestrated everything as they infiltrated the Hive. They faced obstacle after obstacle, death traps, armed soldiers, and automated turrets that relentlessly hunted them. Each step was fraught with danger, but Erika's military training kept them in perfect formation. Every move calculated and decisive. The heart of the Hive. Erika finally faced Drake, the CEO, a cold and calculating man, stood in his high-rise office, a glass of Beaker Meat-infused wine in hand. He smirked as he saw Erika enter, her eyes burning with vengeance. "You really thought you could stop progress, Captain?" Drake taunted, his voice dripping with arrogance. "This is the future Beaker Meat. Control, order. The people need this control? Order?" Erika's voice was steely. "You've enslaved them, and I'm here to end it." The final showdown was a battle of wits and precision. Drake's hidden guards attacked, but Erika's team held them off with brutal efficiency. The war between them escalated into a deadly cat-and-mouse game, where each side pushed their tactical skills to the limit. In a final moment of desperation, Drake activated a failsafe, a massive explosion that would destroy the entire Hive, taking everyone with it. But Erika had anticipated this. In a last-ditch effort, she reached the control room and managed to hack into the system, redirecting the blast away from the facility while also triggering an EMP that wiped out all of Talon Corp's records. Drake, enraged and cornered, lunged at Erika with a weapon, but she was faster. With one swift move, she disarmed him and pressed a gun to his head. "Tell me, Drake," she hissed, How does it feel to be at the mercy of the very thing you created? Drake's eyes were filled with fear, but his pride never wavered. You think you've won? The world will never go back to the way it was. They'll consume what we give them. The system is unstoppable. Erika pulled the trigger, ending Drake's reign of terror with the hive collapsing around them. Erika and her team escaped, but not without losses. As the facility burned to the ground, they realized that while they had avenged Jackson, there was still much to be done. The world needed to know the truth about Beaker Meat. The war for freedom had only just begun. The rebels went underground, becoming legends, spreading the antidote to the masses, one city at a time. As they did, the revolution grew, and the people began to rise against the corporate behemoth that had enslaved them for so long. Erika had served justice. The ultimate revenge story was only the beginning of the fight for true freedom.